Alright guys, kind of continuing on with the EDC type review. I have a Gerber suspension here. I used to have a Leatherman Wave, but I lost it and didn't have time to wait around for the mail to arrive to get me something else, so went to one of the stores here and they happen to have a Gerber suspension. So it's roughly 4 inches long, 2 inches wide, and then about an inch thick. Not the best tool in the world, but it does what it does. It's not too bad, especially for the price. I think I paid $25 or $30 for it. There are several tools that you can get to on the outside. You have kind of a main blade, which is roughly 2 inches, and it does have a lock. You pull these little deals down here, you can close it. Then you have a flathead screwdriver that's kind of hollow ground, not too bad. Decent nail nicks on these to open stuff up, but not the best. Have a flat Phillips, works fairly decent. I think that's about a number 2 Phillips. And then last one on this side, kind of a pain to get to when you don't have fingernails, is a little saw. And there's your little nail nick, is what that is. Not the best saw, but it'll work in a pinch depending on what you're trying to do. Again, that saw is roughly 2 inches. On the other side, you have roughly a 2-inch serrated blade. Combination tool is your can opener and your cap lifter. Again, that's your nail nick there. And it does have kind of a chiseled edge, if you will, or a scraper edge. I don't know how well you can see that in the camera. I mean, it's not necessarily sharp, but it does give you a little bevel to it. Then you have a little small flathead screwdriver, and it is beveled pretty good. Not quite a hollow ground, I would say, because it does have a little point. Let me see if I can get that to focus a little bit. So it's kind of like a little small slotted screwdriver chisel combo type thing. Not too bad. And then the absolute worst pair of scissors I've ever had on a multi-tool. When you're trying to cut things, all these do is just shove what you're trying to cut out the front. Again, I'm sure there are people out there that have great luck with them. This pair for me is complete garbage. It's spring loaded, which is nice, but as soon as you go putting any pressure on it, the spring pops up. Basically makes it completely useless to me. Then the main reason that you buy multi-tools like that is pliers. Pretty decent needle nose. It does have your place to grip some things. And then you have your wire cutters and kind of a wire stripper in there. I don't know if you can see that there. And these are a little rough. You know, it's not like a Leatherman freestyle or whatever they call it, where they one hand open, but they're not horrible. I mean, it does take 2 hands to open it, but for the 25 or 30 bucks I paid for it, not gonna complain. It's served me well so far. I am eventually gonna get a Leatherman Wave Plus, just because I want to try it, basically. So appreciate your time. I'll show you the sheath real quick. Sorry, it's held up fairly decent. Velcro is kind of a little chintzy. Does offer what it used to offer, vertical carry, but stitching came out, which is okay because I carry horizontally in about the 9 o'clock position on my belt. Horizontally it works fine. Alright, appreciate your time. Stay tuned.